Hey there, how are you? Some thoughts I was thinking about today was, as far as guitar goes, guitar setup. So I have a Stratocaster. I believe it's a 2001 Mexican Strat. And for a while, I was really having a hard time getting the sound out of it that I wanted. Um, I played it like that for years. And then as I got older, I was taking lessons with a guy, and he told me about a luthier, a guy who um, can set up your guitar. So I just want to talk today a little bit about the importance of getting your guitar set up. And it's hard to find, I guess, the right person. So if you can find a recommendation, that's good. But this guy, so he took my Mexican Strat, and basically he's a luthier, so he studied how to work with guitars. And he aligned it, and he just like fixed a few small things, and all of a sudden my guitar was playing really well, like more sustain. Now I also had some trouble with the internal electronics, like where you plug in your 1/4-inch cable, but I had some buddies who were able to solder that a little bit. So I guess the idea is, if you have a guitar that's a good guitar, sometimes the idea is not to buy a whole nother guitar, it's to work on the one you have. In this case, it was working on the soldering on the inside because I was getting, like a buzzing sound or a clicking sound, and then to work on the setting up of the guitar. So those two things really help. I tend to use, with an electric guitar, I tend to use Ernie Ball. I believe they're lights. It's like the neon yellow package. I'm not sure of all the different string weights that are in that, but just wanted to share that today, that setting up your guitar and working on it can really pay off. It can save you a little bit of money, but it can also be a little more meaningful because I was thinking I just need to buy a new guitar, but even if you buy that new guitar, expensive guitar, you're still going to have to do work on it, most likely to get it aligned and things like that. So that's something that I really wanted to share with you today. Also, I think one of my buddies put some other pickups in it too, so it's worth it too. And it can be kind of fun to sort of work on it. I know with the Stratocaster or Mexican Strat, it's a little bit more of a thinner sound, so it can be hard to get heavier kind of overdrive sounds as well. Anyways, that's something I just kind of wanted to share with you today. Also, if you're changing your strings, I don't have my guitar in front of me right now, but if you're changing your strings, there's a tool you can use that really helps to speed up the process. It's like a string clipper, and also it helps you wind and unwind the strings. I can't remember the brand that I have, but anyway, I'll try to, on a different video, show you kind of like how I restring, because that can be kind of helpful. But and you can do this with acoustic too. Just you can get them set up by a luthier. Sometimes places like Guitar Center do it too. I don't know how good they are at doing that. So I like to find somebody who's a luthier, who's somebody who's studied it really intensely to get the guitar set up. I have a Martin triple aught Mexican Martin acoustic, and he set it up, and it just sounded really, really good and just made all the difference in the world. Your guitar that you've had for a while just sound totally different. So that's just something I wanted to share. I hope that's helpful for you. And another thing, I guess, not to go on to a different subject, but just really quick, and when it comes to practicing, I think I used to think that I needed to be super disciplined and sit down and practice every single day, and I guess that is sort of true. It depends on your personality, but as I started to study kind of these guys that I looked up to, like Keith Urban, Brad Paisley, what I realized is that in their mind, if they're playing every day, they're not in their mind practicing every day. They're playing. They like to do it. They're just picking up. They're getting the guitar in their hands. And so why we might call it practicing, they're not sitting down really stressed out, and they're not enjoying themselves. They are enjoying themselves. So I would encourage you, if you're going to pick that guitar up today, just really enjoy yourself. Find a way. I like to play to jam tracks on Spotify. And nowadays I'm playing to pentatonic scales most of the time to those jam tracks. So just wanted to give you some of that insight today. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks.